Imagine this. You wake up, your phone rings, and some random stranger asks for Jenny. You hang up. It rings again. Jenny, 2 a.m. Jenny, 3 a.m. Jenny, this nightmare drags on for weeks, even months, and you have absolutely zero clue who Jenny is or why creeps keep calling you. That absolute madness actually destroyed the sanity of hundreds of innocent American families back in 1982, and the sole reason was a band everyone has totally forgotten today. Tommy Tutone wasn't some guy. It was a band. Just two guitarists, Tommy Heath and Jim Keller, grinding out power pop in San Francisco. They had absolutely no cash, zero major backing, just to complete Nobody's Making Tracks. Their first album flopped hard. The second one was crashing and burning too, until they dumped a cheap single with practically zero marketing budget in November of 1981. That song was 867 to 5,309 Jenny, and the number was completely real, but here is the secret. The whole Jenny backstory, a total calculated lie. Their label basically said, your story sucks, invent a better one to sell records, so they lied. Keller claimed he found a girl's number on a filthy bar bathroom wall and called her on a dare. The gullible press swallowed it whole. It became myth, the cold truth. Songwriter Alex Call pulled the name and the digits out of thin air because they rhymed nicely. That is it. When the track blew up to number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100 in spring 1982, absolute chaos suddenly erupted. Millions of bored Americans grabbed their landlines and dialed 867-5309 with their local area codes attached. Why? Just to see who would actually pick up. A poor woman in Alabama, Lorene Burns, actually owned that number. She aggressively told reporters, and I quote, "I would love to grab his neck and strangle him." She killed her line immediately. An Ohio family begged their telecom to trace the nonstop harassment. But the company just threw their hands up, saying the calls are constantly flooding in from everywhere. They dumped the number too. Some Kentucky high school was completely slammed with 50,000 calls in just 1 week. A Chicago radio station bought the digits and got hit with 22,000 calls in 4 days. Fast forward to 1999, exactly 17 years later, Brown University handed that exact number to 2 freshman girls who were still fielding 5 stupid prank calls every single day. But this gets greedier. By 2009, a massive nutrition corporation happily threw down $25 million to license the toll-free 1-800-867-5309, just to spam it in radio commercials. Meanwhile, 2 petty plumbing businesses sued each other over commercial rights to it. Think about that. A completely made-up number slapped together in 15 minutes was suddenly worth 25 million cold hard dollars. And while this bogus phone number was morphing into a massive cash cow, guess what the actual lead singer, Tommy Heath, was up to? He was grinding as a literal computer programmer. I am dead serious. The face of one of the most iconic, inescapable anthems of the entire decade dragged himself to a boring desk job every single day to code software. He admitted he tried hiding his identity, but once his coworkers realized who he was, absolutely zero actual work got done. Jim Keller, the co-writer, abandoned pop and became the director for Philip Glass. Literally, one of the most elite classical composers breathing today. The band randomly dropped a fresh album in 2019. Heath still gigs as Tommy Tutone up in Portland, Oregon. And yes, he definitely still works as a regular old software analyst right now. A mega hit manufactured in 15 flat minutes, built entirely on a completely cynical lie, featuring some random digits they pulled out of thin air. It destroyed the peace of countless oblivious families, sparked absurd million-dollar lawsuits, and the singer kept his boring desk job. That's Tommy Tutone. Did you actually know this shady history? Spill it down in the comments. And if you crave more wild truths about the biggest forgotten stars of the 80s and 90s, hit that follow button.